You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sports.
I'm never late. I'm always on time.
Oh.
When have I ever watched him?
I want wings and pizza.
Is wings and pizza?
I want wings and pizza.
Yeah. I played with that gorilla. You hear me?
Okay. You have a Tesla. You float here.
You are feisty today.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, Arthur, but I gotta be Arthur. I like it. I like your feistiness today.
Is he fun?
Yeah, he's feisty today.
I'm just
You
ready.
like it? You never liked it
No,
before.
you know what? I kind of like it today.
You know what it is?
You know what? His eyebrows went down.
Well, it's impossible for them to go down, because they're not real.
But do you know he's got the burrowed I am serious look right now?
We got to get
Dude, what's going on?
We got to get into action. It's Friday. You guys got it off. I'll be here. I'm ready for a 4-day streak of working. I'm going to work all through the weekend.
4 day?
I'm working tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, no days off.
I thought you had Monday off.
I thought you had Monday off.
No, I want to be here. I want to be great. You guys want to be good. I want to be great.
No, I think you just want to be away from home, but it's cool.
Well, that too.
At this point.
No. You don't have Monday off?
I don't know yet. Adam had said something about me being here, and you know what, Adam? I'll look you in the eyes and say, for 1 AD, I got your back. For 2, I'd love to celebrate the 5th with you, because us Lebanese people, we don't celebrate the 4th of July anyway. So why would I celebrate? And Lebanon, where Adam and I come from, it's tough. So, good morning.
So tell us about Lebanon.
What are your memories of Lebanon?
I have stories I cannot share on it.
Isn't it known for its timber and everything? Isn't that why they have that timber tree on its flag?
That's Timberland, not Lebanon.
Timberland. It's too late.
Sir Arthur the Great, I thought you're from England.
No, Art, you know what? I'm going to start a hashtag campaign. Art needs a day off. Hashtag Art needs a day off.
He needs a week off.
You need a day off.
He needs a week.
You need to recharge something fierce.
Nope, I'm ready.
No, I worry about.
We're going to start a GoFundMe for Art vacation. We're going to raise just enough so you can go stay at that motel right off of Livernois.
GoFundMes and I do not get along. I'm going to share a quick story. When I was working in Flint, I posted a GoFundMe so I could take my son to Disney World because I didn't have enough money. I had half of it. So I asked for the other half on air, and there was one lady named Patty that tried getting me fired because of it. She said that I was going on air begging for money, which I was. I was just as broke then as I am now. Life decisions, broadcast industry,
But you're so much happier, you're in a better place.
Yeah, I am happier. Absolutely. Some days. Especially Mondays.
Well, you're going to have Monday off.
Especially Mondays.
I'm going to make sure that you have Monday off.
No. You get. No, I don't think you get what
I didn't get that.
All right, so he said especially Mondays because I'm not here on Mondays.
Oh.
You got it now? Especially.
You want to be good or you want to be great?
I guess I want to be good.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
You didn't get it.
I'm sorry.
But real quick.
Can I pay, I want to pay for your day off. I will walk
want
over
a
there
day
right
off.
now with my wallet and pay for your day off.
Let me tell you how a startup company works, okay? Me and the boys have decided, well, me and Adam, because Stick's on vacation. Joey was in Florida or Nantucket last weekend. Everybody's gone.
Florida or Nantucket.
Fish and I are the only ones that are here, every day.
I want to pay for your day off.
Must be nice, Stick and Pilar.
Pilar, too?
Yeah, she's on vacation. She's off today.
What?
Must be nice. Must be nice.
They'll remember us.
Vacation.
So you know what's funny? They're gonna have someone fill in for that third person, aren't they?
Yes.
Look at that.
Could it be you?
The two-man show here. There's no, it'll be good to have a third person here.
Well, no, I mean, we could have a third person.
Yeah, I thought we had a third person every Friday, but I guess not.
Well, he shows up just as much as Joique. Look.
Oh, look at that. I'm always here. Always here.
We were supposed to have a third person on Friday?
No.
No, it's
No.
Kennedy.
Oh, it was
comes on
Kennedy?
Friday. Yeah, on Friday.
I didn't know. All right. My bad. 3 shows, 3 people on the show make it a lot easier.
A lot.
There's no
doubt about it.
no other way to say that.
No other way to say it.
Art, can I seriously, can I pay for your day off?
No, I like to work.
No, I need
No.
to. I'm going to
There's
pay
stuff
for your
that does
day
need
off.
to be done here on Monday, and I have to be here on Monday. I have to. Like, all
Like
jokes
what?
aside.
Art,
Like
okay,
what?
all jokes and jokes aside.
All
So you
jokes
call,
aside.
basically calling me a joke. Okay. I
No,
got it.
listen, Art, for your mental well-being, it's good to take a day off every
Well,
now and again.
every
I'll
now
take
and
a
again.
day off when I'm dead.
See, you know what? I knew a young lad like that, and then all of a sudden one day he woke up and he was 78, and he looked 78
Yeah.
years old. You see this face? That is a man who worked 7 days a week far too much in his life.
Well, you know.
Learn.
No, I
Learn.
Listen, I'm a sponge. I want to absorb
Good.
everything.
Then if you're a sponge,
Yep.
Listen to what he's
I
saying.
will pay for your day off. I will legitimately pay for
I
your day
don't want
off.
a day off. There's VMix issues that have to be fixed on Monday, so they just have to be done.
So you're the only person here capable of doing that.
Well, no, that's why Adam's here. Adam will be here with me, but us two, we're going to work together on.
So nobody else could do it.
In all honesty, not to be a dick or sound egotistical, but no, because
Yeah,
Adam,
that is very correct, Sean. I can confirm that.
Adam trained me, and as much as I get shit in the chat about
Turn around.
You know.
Watch your mouth. Turn around.
what? No, I said shit in the chat, not shit in the chat.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I
no,
said
no.
his name twice. Nobody say it. We're at 2. We get to 3. It's
What,
like
chat?
Beetlejuice. Oh, you son of a bitch.
That's when Mikey TikTok said I had to do the same thing. Early esports show planning almost killed me. You do.
Hey,
You just,
speaking
Every time.
of that name,
Every
we
time,
have a
Mark.
birthday today. It's Chad Henney's birthday today.
whose birthday? Chad
Chad
Henne?
Henney,
Yeah,
yeah,
Chad
I
Henne.
was saying
Former
it partly
Michigan
because it
quarterback.
rhymed with
Former
Art
Michigan
saying, but it's
Yeah.
actually his
Then
birthday.
went down to Miami. Had a time down there.
Art, I'm disappointed.
Well,
all.
listen, I have a job to do. We don't need to make this whole segment about me.
No, I
No.
I do. I worry about you as a human being. Okay, I'm serious.
good. I'm good.
You're not good.
I'm good.
You're not good.
Do you hear that?
What do you mean I'm not good?
You're not good. Yesterday, I was being nice to you, and he didn't give me any negative feedback. So when you don't give me any negative feedback, I don't.
Well, you were here early. You had the microphone in front of you, a fistful away from your mouth. You had great content. You had great stats. We had a good show yesterday. And you invited me to your little shindig, which I'm still, the jury's out on that.
You say you're gonna let me know today
I'll let you know today by close of business.
by the end of the show.
By
Appreciate
close
it.
of business.
Do you
Right.
have Sunday off, Art?
Yeah, I have the weekend off.
Okay.
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday, then it's a regular work week back
You
to
just
work
said
on
you're
Monday.
working 4 days back to back to back. You just
I
said
was
that.
bullshitting that part.
So you're lying on air now.
So you do
Of
have a day
course.
off.
So you
well,
have
then I
two.
rescind my offer. I'm
I
not paying you
rescind it.
shit.
So if we were smart, you could have. You know what though? I respect him because he could have said. You know what he could have said, Sean?
What's that?
Okay, I'll take Saturday and Sunday off if you can pay for my Saturday and Sunday. And he would have had Saturday and Sunday off. You would have paid him for free.
I
you
wouldn't
do
have
that?
lied to you like that.
That's why he. That's
That's
the
a
man with
window
integrity.
into your soul.
That's the man with integrity.
Art, that's a window into your soul.
Yeah. You know what I'll be doing on the weekend? Destroying your Habs. Look at that shot. This is me last night. Shootout. Habs. Pink.
What
off
a jackass.
the- Oh!
What a here, that's window into the soul crap. I'm sitting at home, like, by myself at, like, 9 o'clock. I'm not under any stress because there's no game on and all that I turn into a 5-year-old.
Good job, Art.
And Art just sends me
Great
a
job,
text and goes,
Don't stretch during the show.
check
Keep
your
going.
Twitter. Do I have to? Because I'm still on my little Twitter vacation. I just, whatever. And so I check my Twitter, and that's what's up there.
Yep.
Like, that's just cold-hearted, dude.
And then I gave you the wink. Did you see the reply? It was
I didn't see any replies, no.
It was the wink.
I didn't.
What?
No, but that's what I'll be doing this weekend. Hanging out with my kids. And they got bicycles. I guess the wife bought them bicycles. So, you know, hopefully they don't crash and bust their head open. And, you know, I'm kind of a helicopter dad in that regards. But I'm starting to learn just that if they fall, they fall. You know? If they hit their head, they hit their head. Everybody loves a couple staples. Makes you
My
stronger.
son's going to hate me for saying this, but you know what? When he learned to ride the bike, he had a wipeout where he refused to brake. and it was one of those things where you saw it coming, and I'm going, brake, 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 and he just didn't brake. So he rolled his bike up this hill, and eventually as you go up a hill, you know what happens?
You gotta come down.
So he fell, and he did not want to get back on the bike. And so I said, you're getting on the bike now. Mommy's not here. You're getting on the bike right now. And he used the analogy of the horse. I said, get back up on the horse. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't do it, I'm convinced that kid would have never got back on his bike. But he got right back up on his bike, and my leg's bleeding. We'll take care of it, but you got to get back. You got to get on the bike right now. And he did. He got back on the bike, and that's the way it goes. So when you told that,
how old was he?
6, 5, I don't know, something like that.
And those type of memories are embedded in your head.
Oh, he remembers it to this day.
Did you do the
He's
same?
probably going to sue me for it one day.
He's never going to forget you.
No,
Did you do the same thing to your other sons?
No. As you get
It's too
older,
late.
believe it or not, whether people want to believe it or not, you soften up a little bit. So, no, I'd probably say that's okay, fish. Let's go inside and I'll make you a nice hot dog.
Hang on. Not me. I'm hard as a rock right now. Or I meant like not.
Oh boy. All right.
I meant like my toughness and my, not like. We can go to commercials. Joique, can you tell us about Northwestern Tech?
Start a career in an industry that's always essential. The heating and cooling industry. To learn more today, go to northwesterntech.edu now to learn more. Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, Fish, Kennedy, and Greek the Freak, Artemis.
Who's hard as a rock?
Hard as a rock.
It's Rock Hard Friday here.
Guns out. Stay tuned, Woodward Sports.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Favorite or dish?
Art, I didn't know we were doing it either, but you don't there's no footage in the system or anything of the Space Hogs' victorious
Well,
effort
for
last
one,
night?
if you were
Is it the Space Hogs?
if you were a true fan, you would know it's Space Dogs. Woof woof. Unbelievable. Here's the other thing. I could probably grab some footage, but nothing was sent to me.
So
No
what
footage.
happened
Good job.
last night? Joy, what happened? I think we've had a lot of people wondering aloud about the softball game. It wasn't a playoff game, but it was the
It was. I don't know what it was. It was just a
positioning
game.
game.
A division.
or
It was a division
something?
game, and the way it was explained to me was this game is going to be the game to kind of position the teams for the playoffs.
You know, if this was like a Marvel movie, like a Marvel movie, I think I would talk to you like they talk to Hulk. Remember when the aliens hit New York? Remember what
smash.
happened?
Hawk
Joique
smash.
smash.
Hawk
You
smash.
don't need to know what game it is. I would just go Joique smash, and then Joique would hit bombs.
Man.
That's my management smile.
and they
Joique smash.
And you know what's crazy is that I was playing third base, and they were hitting some dingers down, and the ball it's not like regular. It's different from regular baseball. The ball, you know, when you play baseball, the ball hops up at you. These don't hop up at you. They stay down the whole time, and they're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
Did you guys cover the run? Steve wants to know if you covered the 10.5 runs. That was you guys. I think Adam had predicted.
I think we might have.
Ooh, okay.
Now TikTok says the final score was 20-12. So that means if you
we
took
did.
the Space Hogs or the Sweat Hogs or whatever they're called.
Joique, did you almost murder someone? Mikey TikTok said that you almost killed a tennis player.
No, I was aiming for the tennis court, but I ended up hitting the tree a little to the right of it. But
Were you aiming for the tennis court in Benton Harbor?
no, I was aiming for the tennis court by the baseball field. Yeah, I was, and it was a close because we started the game up hot 7-0, and then they caught up. I think they were down by 1, and then we went on another run, went back up by 6. Then they caught back up. They were down by 2 or 3. And then our last at bat, 2 were on, and I hit a home run to knock him in.
And you got a 20-17 victory.
Yeah, the Sweat Hogs did not cover.
No, it's the Space Dogs, and someone from the Space Dogs is on the chat that is supposed to be on vacation. Why is Stick chiming in?
Because-
Go
No,
away.
I've said this before. Stick doesn't sleep.
I know.
Stick doesn't relax. Stick works.
24/7. I'm there at the game, and Adam's working while we're in the middle of the game.
Adam has one mode. Go.
Actually, both of us working during the game.
Yep.
Sent out a text to my architect and went out there and hit a 3-run homer.
Yep.
And basically a walk-off.
What, Sean?
What? You keep looking at stuff.
Yeah.
Distraction. That little shot.
Oh, and you know
the
what?
thing is, that's my guy, and I've been around him long enough to know when he's doing
The
something.
man is on vacation, and he's still beat Mikey TikTok by sending me the video.
I'll pay for his day off. Listen, if I had to, Art,
Yeah.
Stick, and Joey all need time off.
Okay.
What about Adam?
No, Adam, he thrives.
No, Adam was just on a honeymoon.
Adam is a nuclear center. He needs that power. That's what gives Adam his Adam.
He was just on
What
a
about
honeymoon.
fish? What about fish?
Fish, you do need time off. I want, you know what, Fish? I want you to watch the Euro. Take a day off and watch your Euro. Can you do that for me?
You know who needs a break more than all those
Must
guys
be
who
nice.
You?
No.
Who?
No,
No, why would you say him?
Jesse.
Oh.
Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse's a robot. Here's the clip of
he doesn't count. He's not human.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
human.
yeah. Since he's
Yeah.
made of like cyborg and
Just give him more
he's
oil.
Definitely he's definitely made a cyborg when you see
He's
his
a
hair.
robot. Just put oil in the back like the Tin Man, and he
Tin
just
Man
keeps
just
going.
going.
All right, here's your home run, Joique. Give us a play-by-play.
All right, so is this a whole play? And so I had to wait on my pitch. So the first pitch comes. That's not my pitch.
I respect that.
It's not my pitch.
Yeah.
It's not my pitch. But I know my team needs me. I know Pete's coming up behind me. And, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you even had the skip.
Had the
Oh,
skip.
you even did the skip.
You see the skip? We're running back to the
Look at that little smile at the end, though. Watch. He's like, I'm not going to do all three.
Can you go all the way back, though? You need to watch the skip.
All right, here we go.
You know, just
All right, yeah,
Yeah, not my pitch,
I didn't
not my
like
pitch.
that pitch. I didn't like
they
that
want. He
pitch.
wanted to walk me. Is what they wanted to
Watch
do.
this.
And the catcher told him no.
Ooh.
Watch the skip. Here it comes.
The hot.
Everything is awesome.
You know what? And
Everything is
you
awesome.
missed.
It's Legoland.
And you missed the bat flip.
Oh, show it again. Now I got to see it
wait,
again.
the back
The bat flip.
Yeah,
no,
he
the
goes
bats.
Joey Bats with the back flip.
No, not the back flip. The
Bat flip.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
All right, I
You
don't
could
like
have
that
blasted
pitch.
that
I
one.
wouldn't have
See
swung
it.
at that pitch either.
no, I wasn't swinging.
All right, watch. Watch the trajectory.
Sit on it.
To the moon.
I like the smile at the end, like, yeah, I did that on purpose. Yeah, that was me. Like, he just, you nonchalantly show off. Like, oh, just a smile. I just hit an 89-year-old woman in the head with that ball, but, you know.
So basically, called it. Was it a light flex?
Yeah, it was a life flex.
A light flex.
The grandma who was in the parking lot reading Days of Our Lives, the novel, just got blasted with a softball.
It actually went to the Swan.
But shout out to Stick. The devil works hard, but Stick works harder.
It hit
not
a
gonna
Swan.
argue
Though.
with
I felt
that
bad. I hit a
logic.
Swan.
Yeah.
Evidently, Fish, you have vacation in 3 weeks?
What?
Are you going to New Zealand?
I'm not going to New Zealand.
What are you going to do
For what?
for your vacation?
Vacation, ding dong.
Well, it's just Monday.
You're just going to stay at home?
Yeah.
I love stay
That's all.
vacation. Or what's it called?
Staycation.
Staycation. I love it more
Staycation.
than anything.
That's
If you
fair.
like, seriously, you give me my choice. Would
Why
like
aren't you going anywhere, Fish?
Well, the weekend.
Hang
There's
on, you
nothing
have a
else to do.
vacation in 3 weeks, but you're taking 1 day off?
Well, no, it's this weekend. It's what is it? Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Stick said in the chat that you have a vacation in 3 weeks.
I do have vacation in 3 weeks.
So you're lying to us on the show now.
Sure.
Wow. How
Sean,
the turns
where's
have
your
tabled.
vacation?
which one?
The first week of August.
Yeah, I'm going to the UP in the first week of August, and then I'm going out to. I got to fly out to LA to move my son into his place the
When is
first
that?
week of September.
Congrats on that.
Yeah, after the Wayne State game. Like literally, I'm leaving the next morning. I'm flying out that Friday to
When's the
move
Wayne? Was the Wayne State? Is that a Thursday?
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday the 2nd. So I'm flying out He's driving,
third.
so he's going to be driving out there on his birthday, actually. So he's driving
With
out
some
there.
friends?
And then, no, he's driving out with mom and sister. And because I'm working that whole week, I'm flying out, being the weasel that I am.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, I'm flying out Friday morning and then getting back Labor Day afternoon, and then I'm going to Hawaii in November.
I have to stop this. If you're taking all those vacations
Hawaii.
in late summer, you're working from now until the end of the month straight. No days off. Must be nice. Everybody's on vacation. Everybody.
Hey, Sean, you deserve it. Go enjoy your family.
I've never taken my family. Well, we went to St. Ignace. That doesn't count. The UP. So I've never taken my kids to the UP. And Art, I hope you understand this. I have to help move my son out to LA.
That's weird.
As a father, I'm literally crapping my pants that my little boy is going to be living in LA. I'm crapping my pants.
Sean,
Why?
I live in Holly.
He's my little boy. He doesn't like to hear that, but he's my little boy.
Fish,
He's going to be in LA.
Living
in
his
LA.
life. Living his best life.
Fish, don't you know
Living
I
his
live in
best
Holly,
life.
right? Not LA?
Yes, I do know you live in Howie.
My trailer can go anywhere, Sean. What? I'm not going to LA. Why are you on drugs? Is the dip getting to you this morning?
You're
You're
not
the best,
going to Hawaii
Art.
with me either. you can't take your house.
Art needs
to
a
Hawaii.
vacation so bad. I'm not even inviting him to my house for a 4th of July party. You jerk. Go on vacation.
Look,
Just-
I'll pay for your vacation. You're just not spending it with me.
yeah, vacation
Hold
to
on,
what?
what-
From
hold on,
Holly to
what-
Flint?
The island you told us about last time, the quiet one. Not Oahu, not Maui. Which island?
Love it.
Nah.
Love it.
Now, which
President
one is like...
Obama is a big fan. It's just quiet. That's called the quiet island. It's great. Love it.
So would you buy land there when you retire and move there and just stay there?
Nah, yeah,
Snooty Sean?
no,
Well,
I don't
have
Damn it.
I am moving into my mansion in LA in about 3.5 weeks.
What about the island?
We're currently looking at the island in Hawaii to buy for purchase.
How many women at the island?
Well, it's anywhere from, let's see, 235 to 550. It varies based on day, based on holiday, based on weekend, weekday.
Okay.
And we have a boat.
You have a boat? Are you guys
Yes.
thinking about buying an island, or are you guys just staying there for a little while?
Well, we are going to stay on the island for a little while, but we are thinking about purchasing the island, along with our mansion in LA and the mansion in Montreal. I'm going to game 3.
How many
on
furnaces
Friday.
on your island?
Oh gosh, damn it!
Yeah.
It's an island, so
Do you
got
know
the-
somebody actually did buy the island of Lanai though? You know Larry Ellison from Oracle. He owns the island.
What is a lanai?
Lanai is one of the islands in Hawaii.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
Is it?
It is beautiful. Do you know what it is? If anybody hasn't been there, Art, it's elevated. So Lanai City reminds you of a city up north.
You don't ever get worried. How many islands are on Hawaii? Isn't there 7 or something like that? I failed geography.
Islands, is it 5?
Okay, here's the deal. You're out there on vacation, and all of a sudden, nuclear storm comes. You're screwed. I mean, you're screwed with a nuclear storm anyway. But you're not worried about somebody dropping in the water and causing a massive wave.
No.
You get somebody like Joique Bell that does a cannonball, Hawaii could erupt. And if him and Braylon, hit California too. Okay, all right. I know what you're doing.
Hilarious. I think it's time for a break.
Hey, Art, what country would you like to go to if you had a country to pick?
To go on vacation?
Yeah, vacation.
I'm weird. I'd like to go to Helsinki and travel the castles in Finland.
What? You like to go
The
where?
castles of Helsinki.
Finland, Helsinki.
Yeah, the vampire places in Helsinki, Finland.
Which is
Isn't
in
that
Finland,
where-
which is in Europe.
I failed geography. Isn't
you-
that where it's at? Helsinki, Finland.
Yes,
The real
correct.
Thank
Helsinki,
you.
No,
Finland.
it's
Have
not.
you been
It
watching
is.
Twilight?
No, it isn't Finland. It's Transylvania.
It's Transylvania.
Eastern Europe.
It's
It's
Transylvania.
Romania.
No, there's
Helsinki's
castles
in Finland.
But that's not where Dracula's from.
You don't know him like I know him. I know
You're
Helsinki.
thinking Van Helsing
Yeah.
and confusing that with Helsinki.
Who's a Van Helsing? I'm talking
He's the doctor that killed.
No, the
Yeah.
only Dracula
Van
is Bela
Helsing?
Lugosi.
Yeah.
Bela Lugosi is the only Dracula.
Okay, and he's not from Finland either.
No, but they have castles in Finland, correct?
guessing they do, but
Yeah.
they don't have Dracula's castle.
Oh, let me check the score. Art 1, Sean 0. Don't tell me where to vacation.
There's no Dracula in Finland.
I'm like, I've never heard of that ever in my life.
Maybe he wants to be
Transylvania.
cold. Colder than usual.
Listen, Art. I know you're a vampire in real life. I can tell by looking at your skin, Edward.
Well, yeah.
But what we're saying is not there.
You
It's
don't
not
know
there.
that. You don't know that.
Look, he's like Sean is baffled by your ignorance right
You
now.
are the best.
He is baffled by your ignorance.
Oh my God.
You are something else. Hey, 8 Mile Vodka is born in Detroit and distilled in single 90-liter batches to allow for optimal quality control and care. Then carbon filtered, aerated, and bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with a smooth finish and character all its own. If you wanted to take a trip, maybe see Dracula in Helsinki, this would be the exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled and enjoyed straight with Dracula in Helsinki or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. Next time you're out, ask your bartender for an 8 Mile Vodka or pick up a bottle at Meijer. And as always, drink responsibly. Phil Mickelson.
Oh boy.
When? We'll get into it next, right here, Woodward Sports.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
So Phil Mickelson, I like Phil. Let me start with that. I like Phil. I make the joke all the time. We're in Club 51, okay? Phil was very offended by a piece that he said was not true. He kind of mocked it, and Phil decided yesterday that he was going to take his golf ball and go home. This would be my advice to Phil or anybody else. When you're worked up like that, take a little while.
24-hour rule.
Yeah. Just cool off a little bit and don't say anything right away. Because I'm not going to guarantee this. I'll bet you today he's kind of looking back and going, that was kind of silly. That was kind of silly. Why am I punishing all of Detroit for what one writer said? And it was funny because there were a lot of people, in case you missed it last night, that there's Phil's quote. I will read it in just a second. But there were a lot of people that were saying, please don't go, Phil. Don't go.
Yeah.
It was so much effort for me to be here and have the type of unnecessary attack. Not like I care. It happened 20-something years ago. But just the lack of appreciation. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Okay, Phil, couple things come into play. Not like I care. You obviously care. You do. You care so much, in fact, that you want to punish everybody for the actions of quite frankly, one person. It's kind of silly. Phil, you're my dog. You're my bra. But part of being a dog and a bra is dogs and bras have to sometimes say to fellow dogs and bras, hey, bra, that ain't cool.
What are you doing? Why are you talking like that?
'Cause you're not in Club 51.
Oh, sorry. Yep. It's
You
L-Town.
don't know how we talk to each other in Club 51.
What's Club 51?
We're both 51 years old.
I thought you was 50.
I'm 51.
I thought it was like a
When you
game.
turn 51?
2 weeks ago.
I had a magnificent
I was doing your
birthday.
thing, your weekend. That's why I couldn't go. My
I didn't.
son
Wow,
came
what a
home
great
and we-
friend you are, Joique.
My son came home and we had to celebrate, and I had to pretend
do
like I
remember
enjoy
that.
it.
I
do remember
barbecued
that.
in my boxers all day watching the Tigers
you
game
scratch your
along with
balls?
several other sporting events. Yes, I did.
What was that, Joique?
And
Did you,
wow,
did you scratch your balls?
yes, I did, Joique. And while I was doing that, I applied for citizenship in 5 different countries.
Did you name them?
Can I name the countries?
Was Finland one of them?
It will be now.
With all the
Transylvania, the
castles?
other one?
Will you confess? Will you confess already that
Yeah.
Dracula did not come from Helsinki?
Okay.
Just say it, and we'll all
Please.
move on.
So
Okay?
this is what Finland looks like. There's castles.
Look
The
at
end.
that. Beautiful country.
Come from Helsinki. Helsinki.
Castles
Tell the truth.
everywhere.
Hold up. So that's where Dracula's from.
Well, no, my buddy Mark told me I need to stop while I'm ahead. I'm not stopping. There are castles in Finland.
No, that's where Dracula. No. Is that where Dracula's from?
I never said Dracula was from. I said
Yes, you
no, I didn't.
are.
I said I wanted to go visit the castles, and you said like
you see
Dracula.
the vampires. You didn't say that.
I said that I want to go travel the castles, and you said to see Dracula.
Vampire. No,
and
see the vampire.
I went along with it.
All right, so that we're gonna add that to the best of.
Well, don't put too
We're
much
gonna add
work
that
on
to the
Kennedy.
best of.
Kennedy's already
Something
got
like
him
that.
almost done.
So listen, and can I say this again? I like Phil. I think Phil's a good, cool cat. Phil would be the kind of guy, like, frankly, if I was gonna go golfing with anybody, I'd have a blast with Phil. We could laugh at all the whippersnappers.
Phil
Mickelson.
Oh, you guys
over Chad?
Phil and I-
No. I'm saying Phil over Chad.
Over Chad Johnson?
Yeah.
No, because I fear for my life.
What?
He'd get mad and throw a club and smash my skull. No.
Can I ask something?
You wouldn't go golfing with Chad either.
No, I'd go with Phil, totally. But here's my question, because I will say, Robert Snell, the guy who wrote the piece for the Detroit News, I thought he did nothing wrong. It was all factual statements, and I learned a lot about the mob bookie scene in Detroit. Like, it goes back, and if you read that article, it wasn't that bad. He didn't say Phil's a piece of shit. He should never come here again. The guy was owed money to him. Phil was owed money, and they made it into a story. So fucking what?
Well, Phil, as you know, downplayed it and disagreed with some of the stuff in there. So, I mean, we talk about it on the show.
He liked gambling.
Listen,
Right.
I'll own anything that I say. I'm not going to own something I didn't say. I can't do that. Like, I'm physically incapable of doing that. You got to remember, I grew up with a father, who was a police officer. I can't tell you how many times he gave me the third degree, like something you would see in a 1950s movie. The spotlight on me and admit that you ate the last Oreo. And we would have these classic stare downs, and I'd look at him and I'd go, "You're not getting what you want." And then he would start making deals with me, like plea, like a cop a plea. And I was like, "Dad, I am never, ever going to admit to something I didn't do."
Well, you're better than the bookie that Phil went through.
So, I mean, that's like, so when I hear these plea deals and you know, somebody, like, they pled guilty.
Yeah.
But in part of pleading guilty, they got a reduced charge, and they did it. They're not guilty, but they got it. I could never
guilty.
do that. I can't.
You can't
cop
snitch?
something I didn't do. I can't do it.
Would you snitch?
Would I snitch?
Yeah.
would you
It
snitch?
depends on what it is.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
If you were in the bookie situation, because the story is that he owed Phil money and he never paid him. So then Phil got brought up during the testimony, and the bookie snitched and said basically, yeah, it was I think $300,000 or maybe $500,000 that he owed Phil.
And Phil, and just to be clear, like, Phil is a gambler. He likes to gamble a little bit. But they have like a list in Vegas of they keep, right?
Yeah.
They have a list in Vegas, and I think that he lost like $2.5 million over the past couple of years. But
Evidently, in the past, I've heard some stuff.
yeah.
Can I get back to the snitch thing for just a second? Because there's like
we know you're not no snitch. I'm trying to get away from it.
No, I want to bring this up for just a second because I think sometimes people make that a hard and fast rule. Can I give an example? Let's say, Joique, you got blamed for something that Art did.
Mm-hmm.
And you were in deep crap for it, right? At that point in time, I'm going to walk up to Art and go, "Dude, like, Joique's in trouble. Like, Joique's..."
This is a real thing that happened, though. You do understand.
No.
No, it did with the Clarissa Shields thing, and he threw me under the bus.
Oh, no, but no,
that's not
He
real thing.
snitched on me
No,
so hard.
I'm talking serious. Like, I'm going,
I
dude,
didn't snitch on you. I didn't know who made the under.
Bullshit.
I didn't.
I want to ask you, Joique. I'm serious. Art, like, Joique could go to jail.
Yeah.
Joique didn't do anything. Okay, you got to make this right, dude. Like you got to make the. Screw that, man. I'm not going to jail. Okay, but do you understand? Joique is going to go to jail for something he didn't
Joique.
do. Is that
Street code. You better watch
No,
your
and
answer.
Joique, that's what I want to ask you. Is
yeah.
that a street code thing?
Yeah, street code thing, but like,
So I'm not allowed to tell Art, if you don't make this right,
no. What I'm gonna do?
I will.
No, I'm gonna make it right, but I'm just gonna hire a lawyer to prove my innocence.
And
then
not
I'm not
snitch
then,
on.
and then I'm not gonna ever talk to Art again, right? But
Yeah.
he will have somebody come to see him.
He protected the street code there. He really did. Because he didn't snitch. He just got representation to get him out of the trouble. I'm snitching on everyone.
But depends on what but listen though. It also depends on what it is. Like I'm not getting taken away from my daughter.
Right.
I'm not
Right.
I'm not
That's
getting
what I'm
taken away
saying.
from my son.
So are you really a snitch? If like
You're
put away for something you didn't do.
You're a snitch. You're a snitch. There's no
I'll-
way around it.
I don't agree with that at all.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
you
sorry.
listen.
I'm not going down for anybody
No,
fucking else.
nor
You
am
do
I.
some
That's
shady
fine.
shit.
That's-
I'm not
that's
going down
fine,
for it.
Snitch, but it's still snitching.
Okay.
Right? You know what I'm
And
saying?
this whole man code thing of like, I ain't saying shit.
No.
I'll serve the time. Fuck
No,
that. You
I'm not.
fucked
I'm
me
not.
over, you're
I'm
gone.
not telling you to do that.
absolutely.
I'm not
Right.
telling anybody to do that. What I'm saying is, don't put yourself in those predicaments.
Yeah.
If you know that's not the type of
That's
life
the
you
first
want to
You're
live.
right about that.
Just don't put yourself in
Truth.
those. Now, there's other times where you might just be in the wrong place, wrong time,
Yeah.
but don't surround yourself around that energy. The energy you put out is gonna be energy. that
Vibrations,
comes back
baby.
to you.
Vibrations.
It's
I
major.
would just move Club 51 and we could go talk about bras and doughs all we want. Because there's no way I'm going to watch somebody who's innocent go to jail when I know damn well who the other dude did it. I'm not
Now,
going to
quit.
my
This is my other. So
conscience
this,
would
hold
bother
on. Now
me.
watch this. Now hold on. I'm in something deep because something Art did. Art's not fessing up. I'm not gonna snitch on him.
And
But you know I didn't do it. And you know Art did it. Are you gonna let me go down?
Would you go?
No, that's my point.
What? Now, see, that's
No.
different. I'm sorry. If it doesn't involve
No.
me, I'm not going out of my way.
No, but you know what I would say? Do you know what I would say? I would
Because
go,
you don't love me.
No, honestly,
No,
I
it's
would say,
not.
Art, listen to me, dude. This ain't right. Dude, Joique is gonna go up for 6 years, and you know damn well he didn't do this.
But that is not your problem. That's up to me to be a man and say, okay. But if I wouldn't be getting
that's what
involved-
he's coming to you to say. He ain't
right.
saying
But
he's
it's
going
not
to-
up to him to go to the law because it's not his problem. It's between you and I.
then you know what? What's this saying? Snitches get stitches. I'll
Yeah.
take my stitches for justice.
Snitch to get stitches.
Here's the
I will.
bottom line.
Cut me up, but I know this: an innocent man isn't sitting in jail.
I'm not going to jail.
But if I'm involved in it,
Art,
then
you know
sure.
what?
If I'm not
tell you right
involved
now,
in it, it's not my
Art
problem.
can't go to jail because Art goes to jail. He's holding somebody's pocket.
Nope. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna grab my Coast knife. I'm gonna say, "What's up, motherfuckers? It's time to die."
No, you're gonna go in there with your knife and you're gonna get the cavity search.
I talked to my buddy
really
the other
gonna
day.
open you up.
I talked to my buddy the other day, and he's a lot bigger than me. His name's Mark, and I said, "If we go to jail together, you got my back, right?" He's like, "No, you got to earn your licks." I was like, "What? Friendship?
Man.
What? Friendship?
Friendship.
What?
Hey, you make sure you join the right crew.
You know what? I might not get. You know how they say snitches get stitches? I might not get stitches because I made him happy. So when you come after me, I'm gonna go. If you have a problem, you're gonna have to take it up with Mr. Bell.
And Mr. Bell would go, "You got this, Sean."
Mr. Bell.
I got you, Sean. We'll get you a nice place to hide out.
But coming up,
We'll get you a nice place to hide out. And
Well, now-
while you're hiding out, we can do the show from like some secluded area to where no one knows where you are. It'll kind of be like my own version of witness protection.
But coming up, we do have to talk about Phil Mickelson and if he is in the right or wrong for not coming to Detroit and what you would do. But we'll talk about
We'll
that.
talk
coming
about
up.
it more.
Woodward
Stay tuned.
Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
All right, welcome back in. Happy Friday to you. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Just a programming note, we are going to be off on Monday. We have a best of show coming up. Because there's so little to choose from for a best of. Instead of a 2-hour show, we have a 1-hour show.
Boo!
Because we couldn't find 2 hours of content to fill.
Because we're not that good.
Stop it.
Just the way it
We're not
is.
that
It's
good.
all about your vibrators.
Vibrators?
Vibrations.
Are you talking about stuff at home that somebody has to use?
You are like, you're sexually deprived today. There, I said it. I'm
sorry.
That's like multiple times today that you've talked
rock
about
solid.
hard-ons and vibrators.
She's using a vibrator.
And
That's where I'm rock
making
solid.
love to Dracula and his castle in Helsinki. I don't... Dude, you do you, okay?
But real quick, if Phil Mickelson with deciding, for one, do you think he'll be back? And for two, I understand, like, Sean, you went, wah, get over it. But the Detroit News, this isn't the first time. They did this with Matt Patricia as well. Now, we don't think so highly of Matt Patricia in this area anymore. But they have a history of doing this. These people come to town and I wouldn't say he shit on him, but you put out an article that's kind of like in a bad light.
I think I will go back to what I was saying earlier, Art. My guess is Phil slept on it and woke up this morning and thought to himself, that was silly. Can I take a mulligan? Because it is... Phil's a rational guy. He's been around the block. Joique, you don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch.
Because if you do, what will get done? There's always going to be one person who doesn't agree with you or has a different motive. And if that happens, you don't pick up and leave. Is the goal, is the purpose bigger than that person who says something about you?
And
that's what you got to look at.
I thought the one part that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, if I may, and please consider the source, I like Phil. When Phil was talking about how his charities and these charities, we could have done business, oh well. Like, come on, man, look at the bigger picture. That sounds to me, regardless of you saying, I don't care, that sounds like sour grapes. You probably should have slept on it, and my guess is he feels differently today.
Because I haven't heard anything negative about Phil, but one thing I do know is that one person can be divisive. We've seen that already with Trump.
Don't go down that road. The comment section is going to get really rough.
Yeah, no. It was divisive. Like, it was divisive. So what I'm saying is, I don't think the person that wrote that article has that power to be as divisive as Phil might think. I never saw that article. I'll be more than willing to work with Phil when it comes to doing some charity work in the community. And so
Phil?
I have no issue with it. And so
Club 51, baby.
Club 51. So, have your people reach out to Sean, and Sean will reach out to me, and we
Phil
can get
and I will be in Lanai in November, Fish.
Yeah. All right, is Phil going out with you to Lanai for your family vacation?
He's not only going to Lanai, but he's coming with me to Japan for the Olympics.
Wow.
So are you guys going to play golf there? Because I don't think there's any golf courses there.
Why, Joique Bell, there is golf courses there. In fact, the Olympic golf is happening, and I'm going to try to qualify for the Olympic golf.
Is that where golfers go to kind of to revitalize their career? Is that do they go there, like to a place where it's just peace and quiet to become one with nature? Is that?
They go to Florida, they go to Hawaii, they do not go to Japan. I'll be going to Japan to try to qualify for the Olympic Games. For Team Sean. Team Sean Baligian.
What's the name of that golf course out there in Lanai? What's the name of that golf course?
Icky Solai Golf Course.
It should be like the Snooty Sean Express or something.
It is called the Baligian Golf Club.
The Baligian's Ball Center.
It is. I forget the name of the course, but honest to goodness, it was. It's one of former President Barack Obama's favorite courses. Seriously, I know that.
Can I ask you, Sean? Have you met Phil? Have you interacted with Phil at all?
I did an interview with him.
What was he like? Because it seems like you have a little bit more knowledge to this in the sense of like when you meet someone, you can tell their character a little bit.
Terry Foster felt the exact same way that I did about Phil. Years ago, there were a lot of stories about Phil. I think, this one man's opinion, I think that there was a negative connotation that got attached to Phil. I found Phil to be incredibly genuine. And I know I wasn't the only one to say that. Terry Foster said the same thing. Terry interviewed him up north. I did not interview him in person, but I interviewed him on the radio, and he's incredibly genuine. That was my impression. And if Terry Foster thinks he's genuine, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
He's incredibly genuine. And it's unfortunate because I think sometimes with guys like that, people go, well, you can't be that genuine. You can't be that nice. There's got to be something else there. And there isn't something else there, at least that I know of. But I think he took this one a little too personally.
He did.
I think he took this one a little too personally. You can't make it personal. Can't make it personal. Just
anyway.
You can be mad at that guy, but to be mad at the city of Detroit, to be mad at
No.
Mortgage,
I don't
to
think
be
he was mad at the city of Detroit, though. What he said was,
can you recut his video?
What he said was that, you know what, I love the people here. I love what Rocket Mortgage is doing. But what they put in that paper that was so divisive, it's hard to get people together when you have a voice of you have a representative with a voice like that. But he needs to understand that he doesn't represent the person who wrote that might not represent the people that you're helping.
I did not come back.
Right? He might not. And so because
what was that, Phil?
Because if people talk like that about what I try to do, I probably wouldn't have a charity. I probably wouldn't have one either.
Right?
I probably wouldn't have one.
And I'm not coming back.
If you know, and that's the craziest thing, because if somebody told you was a terrible golfer, are you gonna stop golfing?
I get called terrible every day, and I'm still here.
You're still here.
Hey, who calls you terrible?
Oh, don't even.
You point out to me who calls you terrible.
We gotta go to commercial break.
No.
Who calls you terrible?
Just there's.
I want to give them a piece of my mind right here, right now.
And I'm going to tell you what.
Say a name.
If it was Dracula, I'll meet him in his castle in Helsinki.
Not if it's.
I have no problem.
Stop it.
I will head right to Helsinki and say, is this the, there it is, Dracula's lair in Helsinki.
And that's less stairs. He just walks right.
It's funny that you kept it on there, then you put it on me stretching just to put it right back on there.
Well, no, it was actually Sean's reaction.
That's the terrible part that they talk about.
No, don't stretch during the show. We got a commercial break in 2 seconds. You know what? Here.
1, 2. Woodward Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
I am never going to win with you.
Grammy Whammy.
I am never, ever going to win with
Grammy
you.
Whammy, stop giving him compliments. Pick a side. Are you
even use your line, Art.
Pick a side. Grammy Whammy, are you with Team Art or are you with Team Bell? You got to pick one side. And if you say both, then you go with Art. If you say nothing, you go with Art.
Listen, just to end this conversation, I think. Okay, hang on. So there is a castle. It's just this part. You guys have never been here.
I've never been to Helsinki. No.
Just fucking.
I've been to Helsinki many times.
Forget it.
I went there last July while everybody else was on COVID break.
I guess your Team Art, Grammy Whammy. I guess your Team Art.
She hasn't responded.
You know, I'm a big fan of Grammy Whammy. You know what you could say? Both things can be true, Joique. Art is great, and you are the love of my life. My sun rises and sets with you. Right? Both things can be true.
God, what are you writing, a Michael Bolton song? Jesus. What the fuck?
It sounds like a Hallmark card to me.
Baby, that's what love is all
No, that's Michael McDonald.
Grammy Whammy.
Somehow.
Pick a side, Grammy Whammy.
Fire burning.
It's definitely a Friday show.
Are you with Art or are you with your grandson?
I think she's just not going to answer.
If you don't answer, you with Art. So that's your answer.
Did you guys happen to see Colin Cowherd says that the Browns are like Coachella?
Yeah, I did see that.
Did you? My son went up to Coachella a few years ago.
I went to Coachella one time, but
a lot of big names. You take your cool, attractive friends. You take them out to the desert. You're going to party in the desert. The girls are beautiful with the cowboy hats. The guys are cool.
You got to read this part.
It's kind of low. It's kind of.
Oh, okay. Then 3 days in, it's like, wow, it's 108 degrees. There are 150,000 people. You can't get close. The bathroom situation is regrettable, and I'm sorry, but I don't want to live in a tent. And the cool people aren't nearly as cool as you thought they were when you're 6 rum drinks in. That is him describing the Browns.
And just in, I have 4 hearts to Art's 1. My Grammy loves me. She's team Bell.
Yeah, but there's 2 black hearts in there. So
it's
that
not
that
black
negates
it's all 4. That's 4.
The actual red hearts.
No, that's 4 red hearts.
It's okay to be wrong, Joique.
I'm looking at it right now. Bring it up.
Well, they're not colored in this one, so it doesn't count.
Can I, the whole Colin Cowherd thing, I think Colin Cowherd is a guy that knows what he's doing. I think Colin Cowherd sometimes says things for effect. In fact, I know he does. Now, is he as bad as the guy whose name that I won't mention but rhymes with Rip Rayless? No.
Skip Bayless.
But who? I don't know that.
Hey, Skip.
My Cowboys are going to win every single year.
I'm not allowed to say his name.
I love Skip.
Colin's made some pretty dumb hills to die on in his life. And I know there are a lot of people that are like huge Colin Cowherd fans. They're members of the herd. Yeah. He's made some pretty dumb hills to lie on.
This one wasn't that bad, though.
Bad.
His infatuation with Lane Kiffin in the past was quizzical. Like, it really was. It was there because, let's be honest, with Lane Kiffin, the media got behind Lane Kiffin and there was nothing there. And I would tell people all the time, and this is what bothers me about sports talk in general, and this is what I try to convey to young people. Do your research. Before you get behind something, before you join this cause or that, do a little research. If you took the time, it takes 10 seconds. Look up Lane Kiffin. Look up his coaching record, and you will, there's nothing there. Now, this is before Florida Atlantic, because if you remember, he went to USC, and people said, they are going to be the best college program ever. Like this, perfect fit. There was nothing there. There was nothing on his resume that allowed me or anybody else to like logically say, okay, this is a match made in heaven. But that was something that he really got behind, and it was really strange. I think this is a good analogy. I don't agree with him. I think the Browns are legitimate. I do. I think the Browns, like, if you weren't paying attention last year, Browns are a pretty damn good team. And not only were they a pretty damn good team, but to be able to get exact the revenge that they did on the Steelers. And if you remember, Art, I don't know if you were working with us at the time, but the analogy that I made to you, Joique, was, do you know what that is akin to? That is akin to the Lions making the playoffs, falling behind the Packers yet again. Yeah. And then wouldn't you know it, the first round of the playoffs, the Steelers and the Lions, the Lions and the Packers meet, and the Lions go into Lambeau and beat the living piss out of them and embarrass them in unspeakable ways. And that's what the Cleveland Browns did to Pittsburgh. And I was like, I can't even imagine what that would be like, because number one, it'd be great to beat them, but to do it in their place and really stomp them, man, so I envied the Browns for that. Now, I'm not sitting here writing any checks for the Browns for 2021.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I don't think that they're the level that the Titans are. I don't think that they're the level that certainly the Chiefs are. But they're a pretty damn good team, and I don't blame Brown fans, okay? Unlike Lion fans.
I don't know.
I don't blame Brown fans for being excited about the immediate future.
I think head up. I think the Browns will take the Titans.
You think so? I won't argue with you.
You know what? Because I will say that they have a very similar receiving core as far as strength, especially with getting Julio Jones now. I like Baker Mayfield better at quarterback than Tannehill. Obviously, Derrick Henry's going to be a better running back. Defensively, I would say the Browns probably has a better defense.
And you know what? At the end of the day, Joique, like for me, I won't.
It's consistency I have to see.
Yeah,
that's what I have to. That's what I have to see.
No, I get it, and I won't lose too much sleep if you do that. Do I think they're the kings of the AFC? I don't. I still think that title belongs to the Chiefs. But with that being said, they have a reason to be excited. And part of the issue that I have with people is around here is you hear what you want to hear. And I'm the man in black. I love the direction the Lions are going, okay? But they want to be where the Browns are in 2 years, okay? It's not going to happen this year. It isn't. I'm sorry. No. It's not going to happen. No, dude, listen to me.
Good on paper.
I like the direction that they're going. Please don't bury me in Dracula's castle in Helsinki. I like the direction that it's going. It's just so many people want to put the cart in front of the horse. In this regard, if you're a Browns fan and you're thinking, yeah, Super Bowl, I'm not going to get mad at you for it.
You can't think that. They have if you look at the Browns on paper, which they've always been good on paper for the past couple of years, it's about their performance and capitalizing on other teams' mistakes. Staying healthy, because that's going to be a major part of them having success. Year after year, something that Cowherd said was that they really do have an issue with living up to their name or living up to the standards that we put on them. And that's something that they've been struggling with throughout the past couple of years. All right. Now, last year they won their first playoff game. Now it's time for them to build off that. They won 11-5. They have to build off of that because just like the Lions, they have a window.
I like the spin that Kennedy put on this because she said, what bizarre thing would you compare the Lions to? And I don't want to go first unless you guys want me to go first, but I thought of the perfect analogy for the Detroit Lions. In my mind, this is the perfect. Do you want me to go first?
The 16 Browns?
Okay, you know how in your community, chances are at some point in time, like the church or maybe the city itself brings in the carny. The Lions are like the carny. That little carny that rolls into town. You drive by and you're like, man, that looks like fun. And you park your car and that smell's wafting through the air and you go, man, yeah, this is going to be good. And then the second you get on the Matterhorn, you literally wonder aloud, am I going to die in the next minute and 30 seconds? Is this the end of me in the next 30 seconds? Because they put it all together, right? And it looks good, but then you get on it and you hear all the creaking and all the cracking, and then you're like, oh, all right, well, I need to get off. I'm going to go get something to eat. And then you go down and you know what? There's a corn dog. Well, number one, I don't like corn dogs. And number two, I hate wondering if that's really a dog underneath the corn. Or is that some rodent that they found out in the church field and put it in the fryer? That's what the Lions have been to me. They look good sometimes. They do. This is it. We are going to have the best day. Cedar Point, Schmeeder Point. I don't need to go to Cedar Point.
We're going to Disneyland.
Disneyland? I'm going to the Livonia Spree. And then you're there for 10 minutes and you're like, why am I here? What am I doing? Why did I do this to myself?
Such a pro.
So that would be the analogy that I have for the Lions. They're the carny that comes to town.
All right, raise your hand.
He did.
I did.
I know. I just want to say it.
I would say the Lions' current situation is very much similar to like a carnival, except where that ride where you start at the bottom and you shoot straight to the top, because that's where we're going.
What ride is that? I haven't seen
the big shot one where you strap in and go and you go straight up to the moon. Super Bowl.
Oh, you talking about a natural rocket?
How dare you? How dare you come in and say, oh, it's a corn dog. I don't know if it's a dog or not. Unbelievable. Have a little bit of faith.
All right,
I love corn dogs.
All right, how do they get...
Disrespect a corn dog.
Snooty Sean, how do you feel about corn dogs?
Snooty Sean doesn't like corn dogs.
Actually, they're pretty good. I would prefer to smoke my corn dog.
Yeah.
I smoke hot dogs. I prefer hot dogs because I can smoke them more than a corn dog.
Love smoking hot dogs.
Where it goes all the way to the top.
Yeah.
To the moon. Super Bowl.
Yep. I don't understand what's so funny. I was being serious.
It's coming home, Super Bowl.
Would you put your trailer on them going 10-5 or 10-7 this
Yeah,
year?
and then when they come to pick it up, I just drive it away. They'd never find me. Oh we got him. Oh, he's in a different parking lot this week. He ain't never gonna catch me. Which, by the way, someone in the
question. So question: can you connect it to the back of your car and like drive it off?
Well, let's not insult me. It's a little bit bigger than that. I would need 2 Kias. Okay.
Seriously, what would you compare it to? I'm going with the local carny that comes. When my kids were little, I always got stuck going to the one like in downtown Northville. They have it like behind the racetrack there, right. Northville Downs. And the kids like went one year and they walked up and it was the greatest day of their life. And like 10 minutes in, they're like, I want to go home, Daddy. And I was like, I tried to tell you. It wasn't a corn and it wasn't a dog either. Don't say you weren't warned.
And so I'm gonna give you a story. You brought up Cedar Point. This is fun. This is off topic. But so when my son was younger, we would do trips to Kalahari once a year.
Great spot.
Great spot. Mm-hmm. Great spot. We'll do Kalahari. And so we went down for a day. We went down early in the morning. We stayed the whole day. And then later, like a couple months later, I took all my nephews, took my son, and took my little cousin. So we all went. And so we're all there, and we staying like a couple of days. And when we left on the second day, I told them we was coming back home. But on the way back home, I was going the opposite way, but they wasn't paying attention. They don't know. We was going to Cedar Point. So as we get closer to Cedar Point, they start to see the signs, right? They start to see the signs saying, you know, Uncle Joique, Dad, hey yo, big cuz, this is not the way to hey yo, big cuz, this is not the way to Cedar Point. I mean, this is not the way back home. I said, this is the way back home. And so when you're going to Cedar Point, you know you got to cross over this long bridge with water, and they see
the attacking carp on either side.
Right, and they see Cedar Point, and like it's
Stop
in arm's
shitting
reach.
on Ohio.
It's in arm's reach, right? And so they said, "Oh, wait, we're going." I said, "We're going to Cedar Point," and they went crazy in the car. They went crazy. And so my oldest nephew said, "I'm not getting on none of the big rides. No, I'm not getting on." And then my youngest nephew, who is actually probably the second biggest, he said, "I'm getting on every ride. I'm getting on every ride." We get there, and it's the complete opposite. My nephew got on every ride, and my youngest nephew said, "Oh, I'm not doing it. No."
That must have been the Buccaneers version.
Yeah, it must have been the Buccaneer version. But anyway, let's take a break.
Pirate ship.
Let's see the point. It was a good time.
Back and forth. It makes your tummy rumble.
You're the worst.
And the reason I brought that short story up because you struck a nerve with that because I bought us all the fast pass, and my nephew didn't get on any rides. I wasted $100.
Wow.
I'd love to go to see. Can we do a B&B trip to Cedar Point?
Hell no.
Why not?
What is wrong with you, Sean?
Can I tell you something? You know what? I'm going to tell you when we come back from a break what my issue with Cedar Point is.
Oh, God.
You're
have an issue with greatness?
You're going to be real surprised what the answer is, but I'll tell you when we come back.
Yeah,
Never again.
Too much fun.
Too much fun.
Just say Woodward Sports already.
Woodward Sports.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
And so we're sitting here, we're trying to figure out how can you not like Cedar Point? So I did two trips to Cedar Point, and one trip I did not like at all. Other trip I love. So one trip, okay, so the first trip I went with my daughter's mother and her sister and her sister's boyfriend. So it was like a double date. So we go, and she has motion sickness, so she can't get on. She gets on one ride after I bought the fast track, and she can get on any more rides.
She didn't know that going into it? Come on.
That, I was livid. So I let her stay with her sister. And so me and her sister's boyfriend, we went and got on every single ride together. Every single one. Great time, right? That's what I started having a good time. She would go get on the like the little kid rides, like the ship that goes back and forth like that.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God, this is what we're doing. We're gonna come to Cedar Point, and this is what we're doing. And then the second one, I couldn't get on the ride because I had to stay outside with my nephew while everybody else got on the ride. So I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know if this is the same predicament or the same situation that Sean had when he went, but when I went, that was my issue, and it wasn't Cedar Point fault. It wasn't. It was my fault for not picking better people to go with. Even though I love,
all right,
I love my family.
The always positive Sean.
Listen to me right now.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
and call my kids if you want.
I don't have to.
I have taken my kid to every amusement
Well,
park
two of
you
your
can
kids are
possibly
right here.
think of. We used to go to Canada's Wonderland every summer. Okay, we would make the trip to Cedar Point every summer. We would make the trip to Kings Island. We would go on the west side of the state to Michigan's Adventure. Okay, all right.
God.
So.
You survived?
Rode every single roller coaster.
Question.
Humanly possible. Okay? Something happens to your body when you hit your mid-40s. Okay? I can't explain it to you.
Oh, the soreness.
It's misery.
Yeah.
I got off, it was Shivering Timbers was the name of the ride on the west side, okay? It's a wood roller coaster.
It's the worst.
I got off the roller coaster, I'm not joking. I'm going to stand up just to show. I was like this.
You were shivering.
I think I'm going to go back to the room the rest of the day. Dad, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I'm going to be Igor from like Hunchback in Notre Dame. Your body it screwed me like you wouldn't believe.
That's why it's called Shivering Timbers. You're supposed to shiver after.
So, you know what's funny? Mouth? I thought to myself, maybe it's Shivering Timbers. So I'm going to go to Cedar Point later this summer, and I'm going to go ride the other giant wood roller coaster, not the old one, Blue Streak, or the other one, Gemini, the new big giant.
The Millennium Force.
Whatever it is.
Okay.
It's wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same gosh damn thing, except this time it was like this.
You know what it is?
All right, kids, have a great day.
Did you stretch before?
Hold on, Art, I figured out what it is.
Fuck that.
Kennedy, Fish, Sean, I figured out what the issue is. You just can't ride any more wooden roller coasters. You got to do the metal ones.
Nope.
You got to do the metal ones.
Nope. He said nope.
Hey, that's the only correlation.
Kids, I'll take you to Fort Knox. I'll take you to the Federal Reserve. We'll go anywhere. I'm not going to no damn amusement park anymore. Because there's nothing amusing
Disney
about
World?
my spine shifting 97
All right, were you
degrees.
taking them to Disney World?
Yeah, that doesn't count though.
But they have
We've been
amusement
to,
rides.
we've been to.
Sean, here's the deal.
How do you like? Do
Take
you like
a couple
Disney World?
Advil.
I like Disney World. I did not like Disneyland.
Okay.
Out in LA.
The snootiest of Sean answers.
Why did you like Disneyland? Snooty Sean, why did you like Disneyland?
Go ahead, answer, Snooty Sean.
Well, Disneyland is in California, and as you know, my son's moving there. I got a mansion down there. Nice. But that's not the point. Disneyland is just not good enough for me. It needs to be more like Florida.
Sean, here's my question. Why don't you just take a couple Advil, man up? You were a hockey player, dude.
Dude, your body hurts. There's nothing you can do
Stretch.
about getting thrown around. Okay. All right. You know, I'm probably not going to be here when you're in your mid-40s because when you're in your mid-40s, I'll be like 127. But you know what? I'm going to look down
You'll be young,
and I'm going to
Sean.
tap on you and you're going to go like this.
It's only
and I'm
13
gonna
years.
Go, hello, Art. It is your old friend, Sean. And you're going to look up at me and go, you were right, Sean. And I'll go, I know, my son. And I'm having a conversation with Dracula right now. He says hello from Helsinki. Like, that's what's going to happen. You'll find out.
I just want you to be happy.
That's awesome.
I am happy.
Son.
You know what? I like going to the EpEcenter Center and singing over and over, It's a Small World After All in different languages. I do.
You know, yeah, because another thing that, because your kids love it, because your kids watch the show, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because my son is calling me while I'm on the show right now.
Answer and say you're on air.
No, I did answer. I picked it up and had him on
Lauren and
FaceTime.
Jack, if you guys are watching right now, will you please get my back? I have taken them to every place. I have ridden every roller coaster. But I'm telling you, something happened to me 5 years ago, and I can't do it. It hurts my neck. It hurts my back. And sorry, you know what's happy to me? Standing upright.
You're the oldest person I've ever met in my
It
life.
hurts.
The
Getting
oldest.
old hurts,
The
Dan.
oldest.
bed at 6 p.m. unless the Habs are playing.
See, Charles, thank you. Charles, thank you.
What?
Charles said, I coach high school football. I get out there and run with them and not hurt. But them amusement rides, I always hurt. Yes.
I just
All right,
wanted
hold
to
on,
do
hold on,
something
hold on.
fun.
Raise your hand.
together.
Raise your hand, Art. Real quick. And you talking about high school football, and you play high school football to do what? To get to college. Now, the things that's happening in the NCAA right now is going to be life-changing for a lot of players in NCAA right now. With them being able to get paid for their likeness, their name, their image. Do you think now that they are allowed to do that, do you think they're going to bring back some of the players' records, like, say, Reggie Bush, a good friend of mine, who records was taken away because of what they just passed now?
It's a good question. Look, we were talking about this before the show started. Reggie and his mother screwed up mightily by lying. That's where they screwed up, and I think the NCAA wanted to make an example of them. He was guilty as the day is long. I think what Reggie is trying to compare it to is fraudulent. I think it's apples and oranges. Does that make sense?
I think
receiving a home and receiving a car is not the same as making, money off of your likeness. But, and I feel this way, I think it was fraudulent for his Heisman to get taken away anyway.
Yeah.
And I say that as a Heisman voter.
Yeah.
I'm a Heisman voter.
Yeah.
And I thought it was fraudulent to take his Heisman away.
Well.
It doesn't change what happened on the field.
Yes.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
I thought that was silly. But whatever.
And over the top.
Yeah,
It was over the top.
I thought it was.
You know, and what they were trying to do was prove a point that no one can make money off your name, likeness, and image except for us. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it.
See, the problem was, though, the house. Like, the car. Look, here's a dirty little secret, okay? And I'm not going to narc on anybody, all right? Have you ever been on the campus of
Old Mills?
A major university, okay? If you have, there's a really good chance that you've seen the star basketball player or the star football player or numerous players in cars that they had no business owning. It's not exactly a secret, okay? And I'm not going to mention any places, but I've seen it up close and personal. Where, whoa. This guy, every opportunity he gets to open his pie hole is talking about how he doesn't have money to go buy a pizza, and he just drove by in this car. So there's a little bit of that fraudulent stuff going on. Now, don't misconstrue me, please. These guys should be able to make some money off their likeness and what's going on. I don't want anybody to misconstrue. I've always had the problem when I hear the sob stories, I don't have money to go get a pizza. Shut up. You're not fooling anybody. Like, knock it off. Anybody that sees you around campus knows how you're living large. So I don't want to misconstrue the two, because I do think that athletes should be able to do that. But I think the funny thing about it, Joique, is now I hope these guys actually do, and they don't have to play the pretend game, and we all don't have to play the pretend game. Because let's face it, there were some books that were written that were, quite frankly, fiction books about particular guys. And again, I don't want to mention anybody. It's things that happened in the past. If you're smart enough, you can figure out what I'm talking about. But when you look, they were works of fiction. They were works of fiction with guys going, I can't even go, I don't have the money to go buy a pizza. Like, come on. Some places that may occur. Your place, that didn't occur. I know for a fact, I saw it with my own two eyes. So I think, unfortunately, there's been that stuff. But Joique, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm on your side here.
Yeah,
I'm on the player side. I am.
I mean,
good for you.
I mean, and then they did it to one of the most known players in college football history. Like, I mean, the way that
he was phenomenal.
He revolutionized. By far, my favorite running back to ever play the play in college. I mean, what he was doing on the field was just remarkable.
He was phenomenal.
I remember when I was in college, I would watch these highlights that we're watching right now, these exact highlights, and I was a freshman, and I would try to imitate these same moves when I went out to play every home game. And this is when, YouTube I wasn't watching YouTube on the phone. I had to go into the computer room and go watch it on the computer before the game. And this is like before every home game I would do that. And I think to take his records away as well, it's not fair, man. I mean, the work that you put in from the time you touch the football field until you get to that level, to turn a university into one of the most known university for football in the whole country, and just to take and rip away everything that you helped build. Like he's torn down everything at USC. They have his name nowhere mentioned at USC. It's not right.
I've always had an issue too, and you and I were talking about this off the air. The utter free pass that Pete Carroll got out of this is fascinating to me. That dude saw the pitchforks coming over the horizon and jumped in the Pacific and swam his way up to Seattle to avoid that. And he knew exactly what was going on. Don't be a dumbass. He knew exactly what was going on. When your star player rolls up in a brand new 2005 Maserati or whatever the hell it was, and his mom suddenly lives very close to campus and has a house, you know what's going on, right? And I think unfairly, if we're going to punish, well, then punish everybody. And the thing is, Pete Carroll left USC. We can't punish him. Yeah, but you don't have to kiss his ass like he's the greatest coach in mankind and the history of mankind and everything. I've always had a problem with that. You knew what was going on. You knew. These Hollywood stars are coming up and bumming money off of your player. Hey, Reg, what's up?
Yeah.
Can I bum 50 grand off you? Yeah, man, I got you dough. Come on.
What was that?
Did I say that right? Did I say it right?
And, and they had to try to get they had to get creative with the way that they were able to get players money back when we played. And not saying they did it at Wayne State, but they would give people jobs over the summer or interns, and instead of paying them $5,000, they might pay them $45,000, $50,000.
What's the famous story with C-Webb, the birthday cake? Did you ever hear that story? Evidently, he was presented with a birthday cake, and it had the greatest filling in the history of birthday cake filling. $60,000.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the the story.
What about the Fab Five?
That's C-Webb. That was there were six again.
So that was
the happy birthday C-Webb, and they delivered a cake, and there was $60,000 inside the cake. Remember how I said I don't like cake? I'd love that cake.
Yeah.
Oh, you can deliver that cake to my house.
That's a vacation.
That's some nice frosting. Okay, you said C-Ray, you threw me off. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
C-Webb. So,
all right.
Never mind. I was going to say something, but
No, say it.
No.
Come on, nice guy. Come on, nice.
That Fab Five book was a work of fiction. It was. I mean, it was C-Webb, the famous line, I don't have $5 to go get a pizza. People read that and said,
that's true. And that's why he got the cake with
$60,000 cake.
That's what I'm saying. But that was true until they got the cake with $60,000. When they got the cake with $60,000, okay, listen, we can go get some pizza.
Ed Martin would disagree with that, but there were shenanigans going on there. But
a lot of shenanigans.
By the way, they should also reinstate everything they did. I firmly believe that. That's stupid. I don't get it. They went to the Final Four twice. Every record that they have, it's stupid. It's just dumb at this point in time.
It's just the NCAA saying, "This is our house. This is our rule. House rules. House rules."
It's all about the student athletes.
Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
No. Before we go to break, Sean or Joique, what are we doing for this giveaway today, guys?
Ooh.
Producer Kennedy needs to tell them to get their crap together because we got a $25,000 kick for crypto.
Okay.
So how are we giving it away?
You know what? What's the key word?
I'm going to let you decide, Joique.
Jesus, we're going to be here all day.
You know what? The key word is going to be this. Reinstate.
Reinstate?
Reinstate.
On YouTube, Facebook, first one to do it? Which one?
We're going to do the first one to do it. Set, go. I'm watching YouTube, you watch Facebook.
Just say reinstate. That's it. Reinstate.
Just reinstate. That's it.
All right? Woodward Sports.
Stay tuned.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
All right, so what are we getting into next? Do you want to do Flashback Friday? It's Friday. It's a holiday weekend.
You guys have checked out clearly.
FriYAY. FriYAY.
You are sitting there and having the audacity to say that I've checked out when you're the guy that's telling people Dracula comes from Helsinki. Like, what are we doing?
I'm not always talking facts, but when I'm talking facts, I'm talking facts. Okay?
So, I'll tell you what is a fact. We all have...
I want to bite your neck. Like that Finnish accent.
So, right now, well, one thing that is a fact is that everyone has a vice. They have an addiction. Dracula addiction is drinking people's blood. Art is vaping. Sean's dipping.
I'm going to pack a dip right now.
Sean's dipping.
Yeah. I don't care if Chad's in the next room. I don't care.
And mine is food. Kennedy's is a sneaky links.
Is what?
Is a sneaky link. And then fish is hot dogs.
No, it's sports.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
No, it'd be online shopping probably.
Online shopping?
I have a problem.
Smoky links?
Oh, okay.
We
keep it PG.
Sneaky links. I have sneaky hookups at night. I do not.
You don't have sneaky links?
I don't have sneaky links.
I didn't know
Joique.
that. See, that's a new term.
I didn't know that was a thing either.
Hello, I'm going to my sneaky links tonight.
But that was between.
It's like your booty call. Yeah,
Hey,
there
listen,
you go.
That was our thing. They don't even know what that is.
You guys do sneaky
you wanted
links?
to keep it between us on the show.
On the show.
Are you guys having... wait, hang on. Never mind.
No, we're not having a sneaky link.
Well, you guys were keeping it between each other.
It's none of my business.
Art is horny today.
Bessies can be lovers too.
Like he's corny and he's horny.
Lovers and friends.
Anyway,
Wasn't there a song
online
like that
shopping.
in the 80s? So I'll be your friend. Do you remember that song, Art?
That was good.
And I'll be
Art, what was you singing?
your lover.
I was singing the Usher song. Usher and Ludacris, Lovers and Friends.
Lovers and friends. And no.
This is making me very uncomfortable right now.
All right, so going to fish. Fish, what is your
like toxic environment?
Probably biting fingernails.
No, we bite kneecaps.
You're addicted to. You have a strongest addiction to biting your fingernails.
That's the only one I can think of that's bad. I mean, other than watching sports, but I wouldn't consider that an addiction.
That is an addiction. It's bad for you. You know how
it's
your
not
nails
bad for me.
Your nails are the dirtiest thing on your body. So
Well, the nails, yes, but the sports, I don't care.
Unless you
I'm doing it right now.
Unless you're art, it'd be the
Must
back of
be
your
nice
neck.
having vacation stuck in Pilar, watching the Euros on the couch. Lucky.
Feisty.
Oh.
He is feisty today.
Okay.
Anything else, Fish?
Art is coming out of your shell.
Well, I'm gonna be going to Montreal.
Jeez, why me? I didn't do anything.
All right. So what are you going to be doing on Lanai, Snooty Sean?
Well, I will be doing some great vacation in Lanai. My family picks the vacation out, so I don't get to pick. But I'll just be doing whatever they want to do. I'll be in my boxers, enjoying a nice, lovely holiday in
All right,
Hawaii.
but in all seriousness, Sean, do you think that you could really quit dipping as you dip?
No.
No? That's the thing with me and vaping.
But this is my thing. Nope. If somebody offered you $100 million, could you stop?
Yeah.
What would you do then?
Quit.
$1 million? Could you stop for
$1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, if somebody offered me 10 grand, I'd quit vaping right now.
I tried. I made a promise when my son was born. This is 1999. I made a promise when my son was born that I was going to quit. And my son was born on a Thursday. And by the time Sunday rolled around, I'm not joking, I headaches, like cold sweats, all that shit.
Oh, you're in it.
And it was, I was miserable. And I was sitting, it was the opening weekend of the NFL season, and I was sitting at home like this. Like, I'm not joking. I was sitting, like, it was miserable. And my wife finally said, go. And I go, what do you mean go? Like, are you kicking me out of the house? The first of many times. She goes, no, go to the store. Go get what you want. She didn't have to ask twice. Elbows and assholes out the door. I was back home in about 30 seconds, just going, I was like Homer. Dip juice all over me and everything. So that was the last.
What's the addicting part about it, though? It's
The
just,
nicotine, Come on,
well,
you
as
ding
you
dong.
know, I need to be relaxed more often in my life. And it brings me down. It really does. It just kind of calms me out and everything. And when you don't, when I go too long without it, I'm not joking. I get a pretty good headache. Kind of like the headache that I have right now after my second shot. You get a pretty good headache, and it doesn't go away, and it's just annoying. And what I know some people that quit that told me it lasts for about a week. Dude, if you make it to a week, it's all good. Here's the problem, and this is the conversation I've had with my mother forever. My mother smoked. My mother smoked for I think 50 years or something like that, right? And then she finally quit. And I'm proud of you. Mom, if you're watching, I'm really proud of you. Awesome. You're the best. And
hey, clap it up for Sean's mom.
I always used to say to my mom when I was a little kid, I'm not joking, it used to make me cry. And I would go, Mom, will you please quit? You please quit. And she'd go, oh, honey, I want to quit. Yeah. I want to quit, but I can't. And so finally she willed herself to do it. Yeah. And so now the roles are reversed. And she says to me all the time, you got to quit. Eventually that's going to catch up to you. And here's the difference. And I don't want to quit. I enjoy it. If I wanted to quit, I'd quit. I would put it down and just go, I'm going to be miserable for the next week. I'd probably take the week off. Seriously, because you really do get miserable. You get headaches and all that stuff. And I don't want to be any more cantankerous than I already am. If I wanted to quit, I'd quit. I don't want to quit. I enjoy it.
I know you do.
It's my voice. It's my vice. I enjoy it.
Okay. So it's funny that you talked about that because I remember as a kid, I had to be about 7 or 8. I watched the movie and it was a little girl. She had watched on this movie. She watched the show and saw that cigarettes can cause cancer and cause you to die. And so she went to her dad and said, Dad, I want you to stop smoking. I want you to stop smoking. And my grandmother was a smoker. She would smoke cigarettes. And so I went to my grandma. I said, I don't want you smoking these anymore, Grandma. And she promised me that she would never smoke again. And so I think she did it for 1 more week, then she stopped. And then I went to go visit her. And when I walked into the house, she was putting a cigarette out. I said, Grandma, I thought you quit. She said, this is the first one I had in forever. I just needed one. And then she initially quit, and she hasn't done it, at least to my knowledge, Grammy Whammy, since then.
My grandmother, they had a family reunion many years ago. It was 1992. And my grandparents asked me if I could drive them. And I said, sure. And my grandmother had open heart surgery a month earlier. Open heart surgery. And they said, you have to stop smoking. You are going to die. So we're making the trip to go to this family reunion, and my grandfather falls asleep, and my grandmother pokes me in the back as I'm driving. I'm like, what's up, Grandma? And she goes like this. Okay, what does this mean? She goes, stop at the gas station. Okay, so I stop at the gas station. I said, I don't need gas. You need something? She goes, yeah. We go to the gas station, and my grandmother bought a pack of cigarettes. And I was dumbfounded. Seriously, I was dumbfounded. I was 21 years old at the time, and I was like, Grandma, you just had open heart surgery. What are you doing? And it was funny because, she said to me, grandmothers are all sweet and everything. She goes, yeah, why don't you go have another dip? Got a point, Grandma. Got a point there. So it was kind of funny. Yeah.
Funny.
But she had open heart surgery, for goodness sakes, right?
Yeah, you gotta take
that's the addicting quality.
This is what I do.
I always laugh when I hear people say I'm not addicted. You know what? I'm sorry. I gotta call bullshit. I'm totally addicted to this.
Yeah, you are.
Totally addicted to it. 100%.
You know the best way to get rid of a person's cigarette pack? I would take, so I go home around my family. They know to hide their cigarette packs away from me. I will grab the cigarette pack. I would take 2 out. I'll put them in my nose, 2 in my nose, twirl them around, and I put them back in the thing, and I shake it up.
You're a child.
And I shake it up. I say, here you go. And they hate it. But hey, they don't smoke that pack of cigarettes, though.
I think as far as addictions go, like vaping, like this thing, carrying it around 24/7, like it's a vice. I'm not going to lie. But I've quit this for a year before, and it was tough for the first week, like you said, Sean. But I will say, like, I can't quit cannabis. I can't quit smoking. There's no way. Like,
no,
I don't do it.
That's your addiction is cannabis.
Well, yeah, but
That's
here's the
your addiction,
thing, is that I can control it in the sense to where I don't let it influence my work or taking care of my kids. But when they go to bed, mommy has a couple glasses of wine in the form of weed. Like, that's what I do. I'm sorry.
You know, what my dad always used to do? It reminded me of your story. My dad used to take the tin. Like, he used to take the tin because I left it on my desk at home. He'd take the tin and he'd throw it out. And I would look at him, like afterwards, I'd go to the garbage and I'd look at him afterwards and I'd go, you are just a dumbass. Like, this is when I was like 20, 21 years old. I'd look at him and go, what? Boy, are you dumb? And I'd go get the tin out of the garbage. Mm-hmm. And so, like, after doing this a few times, he just give me the dirty look because that time he didn't want any of my smoke by then. So
he didn't want
any of my smoke by the time I was 20. He didn't.
What does that mean? Let people know what that means.
I would have kicked my pop's ass, and he knows it damn well. I'd have beat the piss out of him.
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, if he wanted to act like I was 14 again, it would have been over real quick.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I still don't think I could beat my dad's butt.
No, I whooped my dad. God rest his soul. If he was here, he'd say the same thing. Yeah, he wasn't right in the head. He'd say something like that.
I'd say my dad I could when he had both of his legs. He's only got one now. I just got to take his leg. You know?
I don't know. My dad was a heavyweight champ. I can't. I don't know.
My dad and I had a little wrestling match once, and it didn't end well.
I'm gonna tell you this. You remember when we talked about me doing a charity boxing match, and my dad heard that on the show. And he called me immediately after the show. Said, "Listen, who you fighting? You gotta let me train you. I'm training you." He said, "If I don't train you, you're gonna lose. I gotta train."
That's a movie right there, man. That's a movie.
They called me immediately. He said, "I gotta train you."
So John started getting. He got smart after the 2 or 3 times, and then what he'd do is he'd open up the top and he'd dump it out that way.
Oh.
So then I had to hide it. And I would get cocky with him. I'd go, what now? Like that. And he goes, you got to stop that stuff. And I said, I'll make you a deal. I'll stop when you stop being a dick. Yeah, you always got something to say, don't you? And stuff like that. So yeah, those were some of the conversations my pop and I would have.
What are the odds though that you would end up quitting? Maybe my bookie
I would have destroyed my dad. If my dad was here, he'd say the same thing.
Hey, what's the odds on you beating your dad's butt when you was 20?
How much do you want to win? That's it. Really? He knows it. Pops, listen. I know you're upstairs watching. Can you send a message down right now? Because I know you knew. You didn't want any of this smoke. Baseball in full swing. NBA playoffs. Stanley Cup playoffs off to a hot start. You can make each and every series matter by having a stake in the game at mybookie.ag. Regardless of whether you're betting favorites or underdogs, player prop bets, or just looking to make some cash, MyBookie gives you tons of options to make all your favorite matches a heck of a lot more exciting. If you're looking to bet for the first time but don't know exactly what to bet on, they are there to help point you in the right direction. Just go to mybookie.ag, sign up now, and use promo code Woodward to get your first deposit matched halfway up to $1,000. Let them know we sent you. Use promo code Woodward to get that free deposit bonus and start your day off with a W. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Baligian and Bell, it is a Friday. Hope your day's going well. Glad you could join us on Woodward Sports. So I'm not going to tell that story, but yes, that's why my dad knew he didn't want any of the smoke. He didn't want it.
Sean, when did you just start saying this new phrase, he wanted the smoke? That's very hip of you.
I don't know. I kind of felt that way, but I told you, like Mike could tell you, smoke. I wasn't right in the head when I was younger.
No, but you said he didn't want the smoke. That's a very hip phrase, is what I'm
is it
saying.
really?
Yeah.
I just kind of said it for a while, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I start hip things.
You probably did.
Maybe I break my hip. I'm old.
Don't go to Cedar
If I
Point.
drive on a roller coaster, I'll break my hip. So there's no way in Hades I'm going to an amusement park with you people.
You know what I want? I just want one day of us, like, as a show, hanging out and doing something.
Never going to happen. You want me to lie to you?
No.
No, I forget. Oh, hold on. I forget where I'm at. I'm supposed to. Lions are going to go 15-2 to the moon, Super Bowl. I can't wait. We're going to have a great day. We're all going to hang out. You guys can come over my house.
Oh, Joique's here. Joique's here. We can't talk about it.
Fish can do Snooty Sean imitations for my family. Oh, it'll be the best day.
No, they'll
ever.
love it.
Wait, but are you saying that because of maybe your two sons here poking fun and you just had enough?
No, we all have busy lives. It's a great thing. Okay, you know what?
Oh, God.
This is another thing. Maybe you're old enough to figure this out. You know when you run into one of your old buddies?
Mm-hmm.
Like us, your old sons.
Like an old friend. You run into one of your old buddies you haven't seen in a while, right? And it's great to see him. Like in that, oh my gosh, like Joique, I haven't seen you in so long. How's your life, man? I was watching you on TV. You were great for Lions. I was a big fan. You talk, you catch up, and then you know what inevitably happens?
What?
One or the other says at the end of the conversation, hey man, we're going to have to get together. Let's grab a beer. It never happens! Stop saying that!
But Dad,
that
I just
doesn't
found
mean
you.
that I'm not happy to see you. It's great to catch up. I wish you nothing but the best. But there's a reason that we haven't seen each other for the last 5, 10, in my case, 72 years since we've graduated. So it's just like, it's so stupid. Hey man, we're gonna have to go up to Winter Garden sometime. Oh yeah, I'll meet you at Winter Garden. So it's a fraud. So don't talk fake like that. Art, you are never. I'm going to say this crystal clear. Okay.
Say it again.
You, Joique, Kennedy, and Fish are never going to come to my house to have a hangout day. It's never going to happen. Not that I don't want it to happen. We all have lives. We're busy. What do you mean, nuts in the head? You got 52 kids in a car. No, it's never going to happen.
So you said we can't come over, or?
No. Okay, you want me to play for? Hey guys, you're all invited to come over. Let's figure out a day.
Tonight, 8 o'clock.
No way in hell. There. See how quick that ended? That was easy. Thank you.
You know what, Fish? You were right. You were right, buddy. Hurt people do hurt people. Yep.
You know what?
I just found my dad. He's gonna betray me. That's kind of mean.
Words I never thought would come out of my mouth. I agree with Mikey TikTok.
Oh, jeez.
Mikey TikTok said it's just a pleasantry. That's exactly what it is. Hey, man, let's get together. Yeah, I'd love that.
No BS, because you know how many times I've been like, what are you doing this weekend, Sean? And you're like, oh, hanging with my family. And I'm like, can I come? And you're like, you're adopted and I hate you. God. You know what? I was having such a good day.
Somebody has been to my house, but I've never been to their house.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I've never been invited to their house.
And you too? Because somebody's been to my house and I haven't been to their house.
Oh.
Fight.
You know what? As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, there are 2 people here that have been to my house.
Smithers.
Interesting.
Was Smithers at your house? Smithers.
Interesting. That's amazing how that
Was
works.
that pretty good?
You can come over tonight.
All right.
It was
8
All
o'clock.
right, it was okay. Smithers.
Let's do Flashback.
There's just a basketball game. Oh, there's the hockey
I forgot
game,
it's the
actually.
Fish show. Flashback Friday. Let's do it because I need to see this footage.
Flashback Friday with
Yep, with Joique Bell. You know what we're talking about. The Cleveland Streakers.
Smithers.
Push that miscreant down.
So, Joique, first of all, we're going to play the footage, and I want you to break it down. Now, I will say in full, is it discrepancy? Is it full, whatever?
Transparency?
Transparency. I could not grab the clip that was on YouTube because it showed a butthole. And we can't show buttholes on this network.
No buttholes on my film.
It showed like the dudes, like everything. And I was like,
I want to buy
I'll send this to Fish later. You can check it out if he wants to. But explain this clip because this was a Cleveland Brown streaker.
Okay.
2013.
Can you play in the slow motion as well?
Just in fast motion. So this is from the crowd cam.
Okay.
So they're egging the dude on.
All right.
There you go.
And so I'm in the huddle. Hit pause.
Oh, okay.
And,
Which that security guard sucks, by the way.
All right. So let it play just a little bit more.
Look how sneaky he is.
A little bit more. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Pause. Is at this moment now, I'm in the huddle, and my entire life I have been waiting for this moment to take down the streak, to take him down. I've been waiting for it, and I said, you know what? They had just put me in the game, I think, and I'm like, this is a sign from God. He's granted my wish. I'm about to be a hero. Play it out.
So here you come.
Here I come out of the woodworks. He sees me
Look at that
coming.
flash of light.
And I caught him before he took his. I was trying to catch him before he took his underwear off because we have kids there. We have kids there. So that's one push, and he wanted more. He got up again. I gave him another one.
Smoke?
And even then, the security could not catch him. He ran all the way across the field.
And then you hustled back.
And I hustled back to the huddle, and the whole huddle was laughing when I came back.
Here's my favorite part. Joique did an interview after, and Joique, this is what you said. Correct me if the article's wrong. When I got back to the sideline, they told me I should have rapped and rolled. I said, I probably would have been the one going to jail then. So I kept my hands up and high and did my job to get him off the field. That was great. That was great.
Smart guy.
Yeah, because I think I caught him like he was almost had him off, and I pushed him down.
The images, the only images I could find were on Google, and he had him almost all the way down. We couldn't post him.
And so what they did was they took a picture. They took a picture of me pushing them down, blew it up, framed it, and put it in our running back room on the back of the door.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's great.
And so whenever you close the door, you saw greatness.
I don't understand. Like what is going on? There's nothing good that's going to happen from that situation.
I think it's
nothing good that's going.
It's
like,
the
seriously.
me show. It's me. Look at me. Look at me.
Wow, in today's society, I find that so strange.
Then you get tackled by this beast right here. He just comes and gets you. Like,
Hold up, do that face again.
Okay. The guy sees that in his nightmares still to this day.
What I think is weird, though, is that the streakers happen all the time at sporting events.
Yeah.
And, like, even the sign lady, like, if they do want, like, their 15 seconds of fame, not even minutes because it happens so quickly, but, like, can you name one streaker? Like, if you saw them on the streets, would you recognize their face? It's like, you're not really famous. It's just stupid. No one knows your name. No one knows your face. It's not worth it.
Years ago, there was one person who got away with it for a free pass. And you guys, maybe you've heard of her, maybe you didn't. It was Morgana, the kissing bandit. Have you ever heard of Morgana? Look up pictures of Morgana.
Did she run on baseball diamonds?
She was bleach blonde.
And run on and kiss.
She was, how do I say
I do
this
vaguely remember
try
that.
to be a gentleman?
She would go and kiss a
She
lot.
was very well endowed. Is that acceptable? Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, very well endowed.
She was very...
She was blessed.
Busty?
She was blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Just say she was blessed up top.
She was and
very
for whatever
blessed.
reason,
I'm
there
blessed.
was this span of time everybody thought it was kind of like funny and cute. As a matter of fact, a majority of the time when she ran the field, the players would reciprocate the kiss and give her a kiss back. Now, there were a couple players that kind of pushed her away, like, get away from me, I want no part of this and everything. But most of the time, people had fun with it. She was called Morgana the Kissing Bandit. So if you're interested at home, you can find video of her, I'm sure, on the YouTubes or whatever, Mikey TikToks or whatever it is.
This is a question I have for you, because this is back in your day. When you used to go to carnivals, Sean, did they have the kissing booths back then?
No. That was before my time.
That was before your time? That was like when the 50s, 60s?
Yeah, there's Morgana.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, I think was it George? I think George Brett was the one that had.
That's her now.
One of them was like when she ran out and got real close to the player, he like went like this, like oh my gosh, and like grabbed her and gave her a big kiss. I forget which player it was. Maybe it was George Brett. I don't remember. But she would go out and she would pick like prominent players, and she'd run out on the field. And she had these little steps. She knew exactly what she was doing. So when she made these little steps, her endowment.
Can't say that. It's 2021.
Her bustiness?
No.
Her chest.
Her chest.
Would really. Art didn't say no, so I think I can say that.
Yeah, you say chest.
It would bounce.
You have to say chesticles.
Oh, and the bandit.
Yeah, so what? See, like she knows what she's doing. Look at her. Yay! And everybody would go nuts.
Oh my goodness.
And she would run up to the player.
Jesus. What the?
Yeah, she knew what she was doing. Now watch.
She's built like Dolly Parton.
See?
And they would just let her?
Yes.
Well, this was the 1940s when that was allowed.
So Cal Ripken had some fun with it.
Bet you are. There's Maz in the second row. There's Maz in the second row.
We're gonna get Oh, you can see the kiss mark on his cheek.
Look at the police with the baton.
Look, there's
so nice
Maz.
about
Maz
it.
is in the third
He's
row. I saw
smiling.
Maz.
She ran right to the police officer.
Now,
Hi.
if I ran on the field and did that, I'd be clubbed.
Well, if you were built
Can you imagine?
different.
Can you imagine being at a Dark Angels game and run out there and the guy tries to kiss Kennedy?
No. Death.
I would hope that like Kennedy would lay him out.
Oh,
That would- I would
love
like-
to see it.
Oh,
No sneaky link here.
You got that gorilla, Kennedy?
You got that what?
Come
Do
on,
it.
no?
Yeah.
No? Oh, never mind.
Hold up.
Just forget it.
Is the mic on? The mic should always be on when the show's on.
Yes.
The mic should not always be
Yes,
on.
it should.
'Cause he
Change the
could turn- 'cause
batteries.
he could turn it off.
You just
And
missed
turn
a
it off.
great moment, K-Dog.
Okay, thank you for thinking I could lay a man out, though. I would love to. I'd be
Gorilla.
very honored
So
if
you-
he
you
tried
got
to
that
kiss
what?
me.
Did you have that
in
what?
your equipment? Heck yes.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
And
I
that,
would-
with that girl.
Yo, can we see Joique get tackled by Kennedy?
He wouldn't even move an inch.
Not with that attitude.
All right.
Art, you couldn't tackle me with any attitude.
Man, I tackled you already twice in Call of Duty. That was enough of real life. You don't want to see me with these real hands. I got the time and I'm unbearable. That was
I've seen that joke a lot recently, Art. You
That
got to
was-
come up
I
with
know,
some
that
new
was
content.
cringy and stupid.
I swear to God,
That's why
when
my
my
wife doesn't
son
love
goes
me.
up to LA, I'm sorry, random thought it's a Friday. I am going to have him like call Bob Odenkirk, and I want Dracula in Finland. I want that movie. It is time for that movie. Dracula had enough of Romania, and he moves to the north, and then he talks with that Finnish accent.
Happy Friday.
You so much.
Real quick.
I need that movie.
hate you so much.
Helsinki Dracula, starring Bob Odenkirk, presented by Jack Baligian. I would love.
There's castles in
movie.
Finland. Look at them. They're just not as tall. They're mini castles.
Are they vampires? Are vampires in those?
Yeah, because as he gets older, he doesn't want to climb up all the stairs. It's the retirement fort.
Can't he turn into a bat?
So right, he
Shut
turns
up,
into a bat
Kennedy.
and flies up there. But the thing is, he's trying to say that's his 401k
My
plan.
wings are very hard. That would be they can't fly anymore.
I hate
So
you.
Art, I can relate to that. One day, very soon, I'm going to get one of those elevators up my stairs. You
The
know
funny-
that seat?
you know
I'm
what's
going to sit in
hilarious?
my chair and I'm going to say, press the button, kids, and I'm going to take that ride up my stairs.
You honestly look like
Very soon.
You look like the human husband of. You ever seen Hotel Transylvania? You ever seen Hotel Transylvania with Adam Sandler?
No.
What?
No, I don't watch
really good.
movies.
Thank you.
You were
have
right.
kids.
One day
You
one
have
day
kids.
Art
You
was
never
like,
watched it. That's crazy. Shows how good of a father you are.
Hotel Helsinki.
Hotel.
Welcome to Helsinki.
Okay, but
Welcome to
look,
my
these,
Jeanette.
these look like castles. They look.
What is that? That Russia?
No, that's Finland.
Okay, it looks Russia.
This is Finland in the summer, and then Dracula goes to Transylvania in the winter because he doesn't want to be around the snow. God. Send us to commercial break. I'm done with
What
it.
are you talking
The
about?
best
They
part
don't
is
get
how
cold. They don't
adamant
get
you
cold.
were
Vampires don't
that
get cold or
Dracula
hot.
comes from Helsinki.
No, I never said that.
You got all. Yes, you did.
No, I
didn't. You
Go
brought
back
up the
and rewind.
Dracula.
Bring back.
Art, you said
back,
vampires.
You did say vampires.
Vampires.
You guys suck.
You said
You
vampires.
said that, and you were adamant about it.
Adamant.
Vampires do not come from Helsinki.
Listen, ask Maz. Maz will say I'm free and innocent.
You know, you just.
I've been to Helsinki. I once had dinner with Dracula.
Hey, Maz, can I go to a football game for you in Helsinki?
Well, I don't know. My jets aren't there, fish.
Good point.
I'm probably thinking of a different area, but wherever the castles are,
Probably thinking of a different
wherever the castles are, that's where I want to go. I don't
Right.
drink.
Well, there are
But
beautiful castles in
drink some
Ireland.
wine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the Irish?
I don't like Ireland. It's too cloudy.
Real quick, before we leave, we
Conor
have to
McGregor's
go overdue
from
for a
there.
break.
Can
Hold
Fuck
up,
Conor
Fish.
McGregor.
I'm about to start making you raise your hand too, Fish.
That's fine.
That's cool. All right, before we go to break, when we come back, I want to get into do we really feel the Lions should have the 31st overall roster in the NFL? Let's get into it. Woodward Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think PFT, are they haters too? Are they negative and pessimistic?
What's PFT? What's that?
Oh, the PFF.
Pro Football Talk.
Oh.
Pro Football Focus. The Lions come in 31st in the PFF rankings, ahead of only the Houston Texans.
Boo.
They are 31st, but yet their offensive line ranks number 10. And as I told you, this is where I brought up PFT. PFT has their mock draft simulator for 2022, and they have the Lions picking number 1 overall. So that's what people think about the Lions. Now, again, predictions are just like buttholes. Everybody's got one, right?
Yeah.
Really, at the end of the day. But people around here, as we well know, unless your name's Joique Bell, people around here get very angry at those of us that think that the Lions are going to win 5 or 6 games. But if Joique says 4 wins, that's okay, Joique. So, guys, that's what the perception is. Now, again, if the Lions finish, Art, I'm going to use you. If the Lions finish 10-7, I promise I'll be the very first person to say, wow, they were a heck of a lot better than I thought.
Sean, this is the thing about the Lions, though. The games that I said these should be definite wins might be a game that we might lose. And the game that I say we're going to lose might be a game that we win. So when we sit back and we say they're only going to win 4 or 5 games or 6, which I think 6 is the most we'll win. That's the best case scenario in my opinion. But when I look at that and I look at the team and its history, they like that type of chip on their shoulder. They play better. And I'll give you a perfect example. When we're down in the 4th quarter, I feel more confident about our team in the 4th quarter going into the 4th quarter down than what I feel when they're going to the 4th quarter up by 2 scores, which is amazing to me. Even when I played I would want to go into the 4th quarter down because I knew we just had a different type of urgency. Even though we would go out there and it just seems like it seems like you go into a communication class and you have to give a presentation in front of the class and you study the night before. And you get in front of the class, and now it's go time but when you were doing it last night, it didn't sound good. It didn't sound good at all. But when you get in front of the class, you have to present it. Oh, we flip the switch. It just seems like when we're down in the 4th quarter, we just flip a switch as a team, which I always hated when I played. Why can't we play this way the entire game? Why can't we play a whole 4 quarters?
Huh.
In some games, we did do that. In
Maybe
the games,
it's coaching?
I don't know if it's coaching. Because the coaches aren't out there on the field. The coaches aren't out there making the plays. Because when we go out there in the 4th quarter and we're running that 2-minute offense, these are some of the same plays we're running throughout the game. So what's the difference? But we're capitalizing at the end of the game and not during the game. And that's why during the game, we don't have – so we have 2 things. You have a 2-minute offense and then you have a no huddle. No huddle is basically 2-minute throughout the game. Because we felt – but our no huddle wasn't as good as our 2-minute offense. So that didn't work. And so it was just, to me, it's just, I think it's a mental thing. There's a switch that we can just flip and have a different type of urgency. And games.
Charles gave me a layup, by the way, on Facebook. Charles said,
I'm looking at it right now.
Joique can tell you PFF or PFT never give the Lions respect no matter how good the team will be. Maybe we have to call them right.
Oh.
Could that be? Nah, couldn't be. Looking at the last 5 years of the Lions, and maybe we have to say that there's validity to what they say because they've been right about the Lions.
Because of the history.
As much as we don't want them to be, they have been.
What do they have?
That's why I say, listen, every argument that people make about how good the Lions are going to be this year is based on that which we haven't seen, right? And all we can do is look at the roster and, kind of decide where they are and where they want to be in a couple of years. And I think they're going to be in a really good spot in a couple of years. But at the end of the day, if they finish 10-7, like Art says, then you know what I have to do? I have to go, wow, Art, you were right. They're better than I thought. Now, the flip side to that is this. If they finish with 5 wins, if they go 5-12, is there going to be one human being out there that's going to go, hey, Sean, I know I called you a hater, but I guess I also have to call you right. You know it. I know it. We can move on with our days and we can accept it as such. That doesn't mean that I want 5-12. I would love if this team is a year, 2 years ahead of schedule. I would love it. I can't tell you how much I'd love it. But I think there's a reason a lot of people think that the Lions are a couple years away.
You see what we have. This is the year to build off of. This is what this year is going to be. Building off what we already have to build the team that we need to have in the future. Coaching staff right now is, I don't see how we can get a better coaching staff right now. Now, the only way we can get a better coaching staff, I don't know, we bring Belichick in here in some capacity, but I don't see it. I mean,
Well, lest we forget, what they're basing this on is the talent on the team. And there are many people, like, I think both of us, I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah. What do they have L.A.? I'm just curious. I don't know if you look.
I was more looking at what the Lions were doing, to be honest with you. But that's the bottom line. And, but again.
I asked that,
listen,
though, right?
That doesn't mean that I'm right. It doesn't mean that they're right, okay? But take this to its logical conclusion. Let's say they end up with the number 1 pick next year. Well, then, does that mean that they are now disqualified as haters?
Nah.
Right? Let's say, again, they go 5-12. They go 4-13. And am I a hater? And that's why it's silly. Let's wait and see how it plays out. I'll be the first one to say, hey, listen, I've been wrong about this team before. I've been spot on about this team before. I always go back to 2008. People killed me because I said the Lions were going to go 4-12. Killed me.
You clearly didn't watch the exhibition season.
Right? I missed by 4 games. They went 0-16. Right? And there are some roster deficiencies right now.
And how did they do
Brad
that preseason?
Holmes needs to work on. What's that?
How did they do that preseason?
They were 4-0. Preseason champs. To the moon. Super Bowl. Trademark art.
And
Right?
I think, and I think you said someone when they went 4-0, someone came and said, "Oh, we're on our way," and you said, "Listen,
it was a terrible team. That roster was horrible."
Is this roster worse?
I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think that roster was dog shit. There was Calvin Johnson, who was in his 2nd year, and there was Jason Hanson.
Was that his first year?
That was his 2nd year. 2nd year. Yeah. That's terrible.
So he was in the league 3 years before that was going into his 3rd year when they got Stafford.
Yeah, he was 2007 draft, right? So 2008. It was a terrible roster. I don't think this roster is that bad, but I mean that was a historically bad team.
It was.
I mean,
speaking of bad teams, I want to talk about a girl that's bad to the bone. Clarissa Shields up for an SB. Bad to the bone. Look at my sister out there getting ready. Won her debut last month in the PFL. Undefeated in the PFL, undefeated in boxing.
She's bad.
She's up for SB. She's up against for best boxer against who? Canelo, Tyson Fury.
I don't want to get hit.
Who else is it? Art? Am I correct? And I think she deserves it, man. I mean, Canelo's a great fighter. Tyson Fury made a tremendous comeback. They all have some inspirational stories, but neither one of those two fighters are more decorated than Clarissa Shields. Period. Not even close. She's the most decorated boxer out. It's her time to get her roses.
Very hard to deny. Charles, I would be happy with a Week 18 win and sending the Packers home for the year.
Yeah. Good luck, sis, man. You know you deserve it. I hope you get all your roses. Hope you get all of them.
All right, is it time to go now?
It's time to go. Gang.
Listen, have yourselves a fantastic holiday weekend. We're off Monday.
But make sure you tap in to the best of Baligian and Bell.
Lions 10-7, baby. Let's go.
Use that term very lightly.
10-7, baby.
See ya.
Woo!
To the moon. Super Bowl.
Gang, Woodward Sports.